get it from Kathy or Randy or any of the other managers here, like Bob. All right. So, by the way, our cookware is a 5-ply cookware. It's known as waterless or low moisture cookware. Okay? Waterless or low moisture cookware. Does anybody raise your hand familiar with waterless or low moisture cookware that has not seen my talk? Cool. All right. Now, by the way, this cookware has been around since the 50s in this this type. Now, by the way, it's a 5-ply. The outside and the inside that you see are stainless steel. There's a 3-ply aluminum core inside for active heating. If you remember this from, thank you. If you remember this from chemistry class, aluminum's a great heat conductor. It's not as good as copper, but it's a good heat conductor. Okay? Now, what this does, it evenly heats the pan. So, basically, when you're cooking, you're using less water, less oil, less butter, less salt, less fat to cook your food. You can cook chicken, you can cook anything in half the amount of time on a lower heat. It makes your food taste better, look better, and it's healthier for you. How do I know this? I use it. Okay? Now, we have sets. Now, I'm not going to go too deep into the sets, but I will go over certain pieces that we do have. Okay? Now, it comes with 3 frying pans. By the way, cool fact, all our cookware is guaranteed forever. Isn't that exciting? By the way, most waterless cookware, you'll hear companies like Kitchen Craft, Lifetime, Salad Master, Karenware. You'll see a lot of people who have these. By the way you can easily identify our pots and pans and other companies, there's nothing different. Okay? The lids sit on the shoulders of the pan. Okay? They sit on the shoulder of the pan. So it creates a vapor lock. Okay, so it keeps moisture in. By the way, this makes cooking faster.
Do you want to show it?
Just can you get a thing of brochures? Okay, raise your hand if you don't have brochures, but use the one that you are not currently using for writing. Now, our frying pans. Our frying pans. They're really good because basically you can stick these in the oven. Okay. You can stick them in the oven. You can cook on the top. Now, by the way, if you're cooking things like eggs, because you'll see customers, they'll have a whole setting of stainless steel pots and pans. Thank you. You have a whole setting of, they have a whole set of stainless steel pots and pans, and then they have that 1 or 2 pans for their, like Teflon, the non-stick stuff, for their eggs. By the way, who has Teflon? Who has non-stick coating? If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's that black coating at the bottom of the pan. By the way, that is highly carcinogenic. What does that mean? Basically, it's just like smoking cigarettes. Who smokes cigarettes? Stop it. Now, by the way, a lot of people tell you, well, actually, it doesn't really affect my pans. I'm not really getting hurt because I'm using silicone or plastic spatulas and all that crap. Well, basically, the fumes are still going to your food, which you ingest. Okay? By the way, who likes Pepco knives? Who thinks our knives are the best?
Yeah.
Cool. I think our cookware's better. Ooh. So that tells you how good our cookware is. Because everybody knows, who knows me personally, I love our knives. I have every freaking knife we have, including duplicates. Okay? Now, our cookware is phenomenal. Now, by the way, this is what I was talking about. In terms of sitting on the shoulder of the pan. Alright, you see it's flush inside. Okay? This creates a vapor seal. Now, by the way, Cutco cookware is not made at Olean, New York. They disappoint you. It's not made at Olean, New York. It's not made in China, by the way. It's made in a company, by a company called Regalware in Wisconsin. Does the customer need to know this? Well, if they ask if it's made at the same factory, you just say, no, it's made in Wisconsin, where all the other cookware, by the way, it's the cookware capital of the world. You don't count China. Okay? It's the cookware capital of the world. All right? A lot of stuff is made there. Now, when you go to a customer's house and they have pots and pans very similar to this, the only thing's different is like the handle and the nozzle. You know, this, by the way, a lot of cookware you'll see has a little valve that releases steam. Now, it's not like going to somebody's house and then having Henkel's or Wusthof or Vogel or Schoen or Sabatier or whatever. If they have waterless cookware, don't tell them that their cookware sucks and that ours is better. It's the same freaking thing. Okay? And the easiest way to tell if you can't really identify with this, just read it, and it says multi-ply or 5-ply. It says ply. Okay? If it says ply, usually the best is 5 or more. Obviously, 7 is the best. We are 5-ply. 3-ply is eh. Now, obviously people are willing to spend more money on cookware than they are knives. You know, how many people were shocked? Take one, pass it down. How many people were shocked when you told them how much the homemaker was? You're like, hey, it's $10.79. I'm like, oh my god, why is it so expensive? And you're like, really? It's expensive? Okay. Now, yeah, I actually had a woman meet. I was working a show at Sunset Place Mall this past weekend, and a woman came up to me. She bought Cutco knives a year ago, and it was really funny because she was like, "Man, like, so you guys sell cookware too?" I'm like, "Yeah, our cookware is amazing." She's like, "Yeah, my knives are dull already after having it for a year." She's like, "They're very expensive for what they're worth," and I'm like, "Man, you're gonna have those for 40+ years, and then your kids will have them, and then your kids will have them." Okay, so by the way, if any customer tells you that they're disappointed in the quality, say, well, is there any other company that you can literally, if your knives or if your product is not, you're not satisfied with, you can't send it back to the factory and they'll give you a new one or they'll replace it or fix it or whatever have you?
For free.
For free. Obviously, unless you're freaking cutting drywall. All right, so there's no other company that's like that. What's up?
Oh, I had a demo the other day and the lady said that Allclad has the same type of guarantee.
Okay, cool. Allclad. Allclad, by the way, is crap. Complete crap. It's the most expensive in stores. Okay? Just because you're spending $4,000 plus on a set of cookware does not mean it's high quality. Okay? I have customers who tell me they have their Allclad and they love their Allclad. Cool. Well, with Allclad, it's just standard stainless pots and pans. By the way, stainless by itself, write this down, is a crappy heat conductor. Anybody here have stainless pots and pans? It has like a little copper at the bottom. Okay? I'll tell you this way. Does it take you longer than 10 minutes to boil water?
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you. That is stainless pots and pans. Okay? By the way, looking at these pots and pans, does anybody think that they might have something like this in their home? Cool. You have good stuff. Now, if somebody already has waterless cookware, just basically say, hey, we have other things, other pots and pans, maybe there's something you'd like to add, like a wok or a stock pot. Okay? Now, by the way, with Allclad, another reason why I don't really like Allclad is that the handles get really hot. By the way, anybody who here likes to cook? Okay, keep your hands up. Who likes to cook even more now that you started selling Cutco?
I don't know how to cook.
Fantastic. Learn how to cook. You'll sell more, even more than you sell now. Guaranteed. Now, by the way, if you realize when you're cooking in a frying pan, your handles might get hot from intense heat. Okay, yeah, that's the same thing. It's because it's all the same kind of material. Our frying pans, our handles are stainless steel. Why? Because it's a very poor heat conductor, so the handles don't get hot. Okay? And it's also put in the oven. Also, all our cookware is dishwasher safe. We're also the only, like I mentioned, Cutco's guaranteed forever. We're the only waterless cookware company that does that. No other waterless cookware company does forever guarantee. They do a 50-year warranty. 50-year warranty. No lifetime. Okay? And a lot of people look and they go, well, I'm not going to live for 50 years. Okay, cool. So you have no aspirations of, being, with positive thinking. You're 40 years old. You can definitely live for 50 years. Maybe you might be a little bit miserable getting to the late years, but hey, Betty White's 90. Why can't you be? So, now, our waterless cookware. Now, on top of having 3 frying pans, you see it has a cute little oven mitt. Alright, it's a blue handle. A lot of people think, is that hard to handle? No, it's a removable thing. So it's easy to take it out. And when you put these in the oven, your frying pans, by the way, our frying pans, our griddle and our double griddle are the only things you can put in the oven. Okay, everything's dishwasher safe. Now, we have our 3 saucepans right here. Who's over 10K in sales? Get this. Buy this. You can get if you go to Cutco Samples on Vector Connect, you can buy these samples. You can get this, and then the second step, you can get a 10-inch frying pan and 11.5-inch skillet. By the way, the 11.5-inch skillet is my favorite thing to sell. If somebody's like, I want one piece, what's that one knife that you usually sell if they're like, I just want that one piece? Trimmer. Cool. Cheese knife trimmer. Yeah. Hearty slicer. Cool. Fantastic. But by the way, the first piece that you would sell somebody as a first piece, like Donnie called me up. Donnie called me and he was like, hey, they're interested in this, and he put me on with a customer, which I was kind of happy he did. So I told her, to be honest, honestly, get the 11.5-inch skillet, and then eventually she got the 12-inch frying pan because she didn't need the lid. But overall, it's the best thing to use because you can use it as a frying pan and you can use it as a skillet. By the way, next week, Wednesday morning, I'm going to be cooking chicken in that skillet. And by the way, the skillet, you can eat the chicken too. I'm going to cook for you guys in the skillet so I can show you how to use it. It's super simple. Okay? I have a lot of fun. I go on cooking demos and I cook for my customers. Who'd like to do that eventually? Great. All right, let me get through the rest of these pieces. Okay, you have your saucepans. This right here is a 1.5 quart saucepan. We also have a 3 quart, a 2 quart, and a 3 quart. Now, also in our 3 quart, it fits 2 things. We have a double boiler. Now, anybody here had something called fondue? I know it was really popular in the 70s. Now it's kind of roaring back a little bit. This double boiler is used for fondue. It's good for melting chocolate, cheese. It's also good for keeping things at a specific temperature. Okay? And then we also have a steamer unit. So when you're cooking food in there, you can easily steam your vegetables or whatever. And also it comes with a little food press. It kind of looks like a potato masher that's completely flat, no holes. What is this for? Is that basically you can easily push apples through the slots. You can make homemade applesauce. That's pretty cool. All right? Or if you don't have the masher, Mrs. Jones, you can just put the potatoes and just push it through there, but you have the masher too. All right, so 9-inch utility pan and the 11.5-inch skillet. The 9-inch utility pan is kind of the same height as this one, except it's a lot wider. It's good for gravies. It's good for... Actually, I say it's also a really cool mini skillet for customers who are not needing to use an 11.5-inch skillet for 2 pieces of chicken. Okay? Now, when you normally cook with our cookware, no matter what, always fill it 3/4 to the way, 3/4 to full. Okay? If you're using a big freaking pan and you're putting 1 piece of chicken in there, it's not going to cook well. Okay? By the way, that's why I tell the customers to get a set. Better deal. Okay? Now, also we have the Dutch oven and the high dome baking dish. Now, a lot of people are like, oh, this is really cool. Well, the Dutch oven, you can use it for your pastas, your rice, you know, big things you want to cook. The high dome has a flat top on it. When you get your brochure, it has a flat top. There's no stay cool now. Basically, what it is, it's called something called stackable cooking. What does it mean? You have 4 burners and you need 5 things. Well, the sauce is already done cooking.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, something's already done cooking. Cool? So you can easily take this and put it right on top, so it keeps warm. Now, what's a really cool thing, and I tell this to my customers and they get them excited. Who here likes corn? Be honest, who likes corn? Cool. Imagine taking 20 ears of corn, stacking them, standing up, half a cup of water, 15 minutes. Half a cup of water. By the way, who's ever cooked corn? Usually you stick that in a freaking pool of water. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Half a cup of water. By the way, everything I'm saying right now is what's on the DVD in the pamphlets. Alright? Now, by the way, who likes our kitchen tools? Aren't they awesome? By the way, our kitchen tools work with our cookware. A lot of people are like, you can't use stainless on stainless. Absolutely. Absolutely. And by the way, that's the best thing you can add on. You don't give cookware for free. You do not write that down. If you're writing notes, smart. Do not give cookware for free. No matter what. Even if they buy $5,000 from you, do not give cookware for free. The only you can give one thing for cookware, that's our kitchen tools. That's it. Holder, without holder, masher, whatever have you. Follow your heart. Now, when you're over 10K, make sure you get that. Make sure you get this saucepan. Why? It's one of the best things to show. Super easy. Who has extra Cutco more than their sample kit? Cool. If you do, you sell more. Am I right?
Yes.
Cool. Yeah, same thing with this. People are like, I want to see what it looks like. Cool. Hand it to them. Oh, wow, this is really cool. By the way, vegetables. Who here likes their broccoli? Be honest. If you don't like your broccoli, put cheese on it. Now, with your broccoli, very simple. Normally when you're having broccoli, you kind of put it in either a water bath or you have it kind of chilling above water in kind of like a steamer unit. Now, when you're finished steaming that broccoli and you're dumping that water, what color is that water? Green, murky colored. Yeah. Basically, that's all the nutrients going right down the drain. You guys are eating, guess what? Cardboard. That's right, guys. Now, with this, basically what you do, you take your broccoli, put it under the faucet, rinse it out, and the little droplets that are left on there are more than enough to cook it. How do I know? Because I've done it.
It's a lot of broccoli.
Cook it in 8 minutes, and it's the best tasting broccoli you've ever had. By the way, Mr. Anthony Paz, last summer I was cooking a meal. I was bored at Andy's house. By the way, Andy Shanti, if you guys don't know Andy. Andy, he has all his cookware. So I was bored. I was making chicken, pasta with broccoli, and all stuff because, guys, I like to cook. Not just for demos. He comes home. He's hanging out with his friends. He comes home, and he's like looking. He goes, oh, this looks good. So he starts eating the chicken, pasta. And then I come back about 5 minutes later. By the way, there was a lot of broccoli. There's no broccoli left. And this man hates broccoli. And he's like, dude, what did you do? This is really good. And I said, doesn't it feel good? Healthy. By the way, who likes to eat a healthier lifestyle? Cool. In January I was 190 pounds. I'm now 166 pounds. It's because I've been eating right and I've been working out. Okay? Now, by the way, a lot of it is because I've been using our Cutco cookware. Any questions? Yes?
There are some stoves that apparently they have to be magnetic on the bottom.
Works with all heat induction since May 2010.
Except the griddle.
Except the griddle.
And
What's
the
up?
double griddle.
You were saying never to give out cookware for free, not
Yes.
even single pieces, right?
No, even pieces,
Because
even pieces. Don't give them anything.
the lady bought like a Sentoku City, and I threw an 11-inch frying pan.
Did you see the point value for that?
You see the CPO?
It's like a shot in the nuts.
More it is.
Hey guys!
By the way, what Sebastian
But not like a
just
whole
said,
thing, just one of
I
them.
know, but Sebastian, what he just said instead is don't charge him for the table knives, charge him for the discount the signature, charge him for the pot, give him the 10 table knives for free.
Exactly.
Got it,
It's cheaper
yeah.
point.
Just give me.
Or call into the office and we'll set up the deal for you.
Yeah.
Right.
No,
She
no.
made that deal for
Hey.
me.
Hey, and just give me 8 for free. Anyways, what's up?
That's when we stayed in
Non-stick? No. These are not non-stick. Non-stick is carcinogenic. What this does is you're using very little to low moisture, and when you're using this properly, you will not need to use it. Now, if something does get caked on, all you do is you put water just to kind of submerge whatever it is, put it on the stove, put it on medium-low heat, and it'll cook right off, okay? Now, if there's any scuff marks or black marks on stuff, who has stainless pots and pans that are, like, dirty as heck? All right, now, write this down. Barkeeper's friend. Barkeeper's friend. Anybody here been to a supermarket before? Cool. You're going to go to the cleaning supplies, and you're going to see something called Ajax. It's right next to Ajax. It's a bronze tin. Okay?
And it comes in the set.
It comes, actually, when you buy it, when the person buys the set, it comes with a little sample, and I always tell that. It's the best thing to keep your stuff looking shiny and new. Okay, any other questions? Yes?
I think you kind of, we read past it, but is there a wok also with cookware?
Yes, that's in our, by the way, that's in our complete set, which I will talk about on Wednesday, so you guys do not want to miss my Wednesday morning talk. Go to sleep early on Tuesday, wake your butts up and get here, because I'm going to be cooking, you're going to have something to eat. Chicken. I know it's going to be like 7-something in the morning, but chicken's always good anytime. So basically, we're going to be cooking with that, and you guys are going to learn, because I'm going to go even more detail about this stuff, and I'll be taking more questions then. Last question.
Why don't we use 7-ply? Why don't we use 5-ply?
It's expensive.
Cheaper.
Our set, our accomplished cookware set, which is completely our complete set, but that's my basic set. This is $2,100. If we had it 7-ply, it would be about $3 grand, $4 grand. Probably. Yeah, so that's why. The only company I know that does 7-ply is Americraft, Kitchen Craft. Yeah, if you ever go to Home Show, they're the ones doing those cooking demos. Okay? I can take one more question. One more?
One, last one. We
Cool.
already said last
You
one.
gave us a lot of information very short amount of time. All the stuff that you said is not available on.
If you have any quick questions here, take my cell phone number down. I'll be happy to answer it.
Oh my God.
786-258-2015. Please text me. Do not call me. Text me. I'm going to be making calls. I'm going to push just like you guys. Hey, name. You know, not how much you sold. Name. Quick question. Okay? Please don't ask me here what's the meaning of life. I really have no time. Every question, please shoot me a text. I'll be happy to help you, okay?
He doesn't know.
Hope you guys sell a lot of cookware.